Hi everybody, Rex Frost here, and yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different because it's not really like a review or ranking, or like a tier, like a bracket challenge, maybe. I don't know, this is just going to be different because today I'm just going to be showing off stuff I made in my art class. So yeah, with that said, I'm just going to like show it off in like order of like when I made it. So yeah, let's just go straight into it. Okay, so I'm gonna be showing stuff off in the order of when I made it. So the first thing, okay, so I took two art classes this year. If you saw my ranking, well, my bracket challenge for the classes I had this past school year, I took ceramics and I took painting colors here. So the first painting I made was the Rising Red, and yeah, so basically this painting is based for this assignment, we're supposed to like paint a picture based on a song, and I chose the Batman theme from Batman the 2022, and this is supposed to like show Batman's arc from that movie and how like he becomes more I don't know, well, I mean how he starts seeing hope and vengeance, and like how he becomes more of a brighter person. Is like how the painting becomes brighter towards the top. There's like still darkness in there. So yeah, that's what I did for this painting. Yeah, let's go to my next one. Okay, so the next one painting I did is actually one of my favorites, and that is actually I don't even know it's called the Marvel Still Life. So it's basically take a picture of something, paint it. I just took a picture of some comic books. If you've seen my my June 2025 comic book, wait no, my July 2025 comic book haul. These comics are all from there, and yeah, this is by far my favorite, mainly because I don't know, it's just so cool seeing like how like so basically okay wait, let me go into like how I made this. I just took like picture of like four comics stacked on top of each other where like you can see the characters and their names, and then I just traced on a whiteboard that was like projected onto a screen, and yeah, that's like basically how I made it. And I just like really like how the letters pop. I feel like I could have cooked a little more in the kitchen with like the characters. But yeah, I mean it's mainly like the words that like really like set this one up. So yeah, this is by far my favorite thing I've made throughout this art class so far. So I don't know. I mean, there's one thing I made. It's just that it's been a while since I've seen it because it's in a special condition right now. So we'll get to that later. So yeah, let's go into my next thing. Okay, so my next project was a mixed up masters, or it's combined like two painting styles. I don't even know what these are. I just painted a Campbell's soup into like this. I don't know. I mean, this one isn't my favorite. I mean, if I had to like throw away any of like my artwork from my any of my art classes, this would probably be it, mainly because it's like this is more of just me finishing. Like this is more of just me doing a project so I could get a good grade. Because I mean, I don't know. I mean, not really my favorite project, mainly because it's like when it comes to art class, I don't like. I just want to like explore and be creative, and make cool stuff I actually want to keep. And this honestly wasn't really my favorite project, so yeah. But yeah, overall, I feel like it's fine. I don't know. I mean, I like the like vertical look of the soup can, but yeah, that's like I don't really have much to say because I don't really like this one that much. Okay, so my final art piece is from a little painting is The Power of Insanity. This one also has a name. Yeah, I just watercolored Thanos, and let me just say, I would not recommend tracing in watercolor because watercolor has no bounds. I mean, I know. I like, in terms of like things I did that I really liked about this, I kind of liked how I just like flicked like color on here. Kind of makes it cool. Also, if you look really closely, I did put salt on the infinity stones so like they could have like a texture. It's probably not hard to see on camera, and you really have to be in person to feel it, which is like kind of why like honestly all the four things I made, the only one I feel like is worth like framing is the Marvel Still Life, which is the one with the four was the Avengers, mainly because like that one is cool to look like. This one is more of like something I'd recommend touching. So, like, I'd rather like have this one out. Like, so yeah. With that said, let's move on to my ceramic art pieces. Okay, so the first thing I made in ceramics was I don't know. I'm just I don't even remember what I made first. So I'm just gonna start showing off. So yeah, this was a cup. I want to be honest. I meant for this cup to be significantly bigger, but yeah, honestly, I have no idea where most of the clay went in this one. I don't know. Cool texture, looks cool. I plan. Okay, so one of the things I like about ceramics more than painting is you can make stuff that both looks cool and is useful. I plan on using this as a dumpling sauce because I like making dumplings, which I've done twice and is really painful process. So yeah, this is just one of those cool things that I don't know. I plan on putting dumpling sauce, which is just soy sauce and like some other stuff. So yeah, this might be interesting for sauce. So yeah, yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's cool. Definitely could have cooked in the kitchen more with this one, and just I don't know. If it was bigger, it would probably been one of my favorites. Okay, so next up, I have a set. So one of the art projects we did was in ceramics was just like make press styles so you could try out with colors. So I'm just gonna go one by one. So first I had this one was made from amber glaze. I think this is fine. I mean, it's just one color. This is just made from like, it's like purple and like the color I use is called like robin's egg. I thought I don't know. This one isn't really that special. Neither is this one. I don't really care about them. This one, it's supposed to be Aquaman scales. I don't really know. I feel like I used the wrong color of orange. I should have gone like a lighter orange. But all in all, I think it looks fine. However, I will say I probably should have used like thinner black glaze because these scales look like they look too thick of an outline. Also, I did this one. This one I actually really like because it's supposed to be leaf veins, and actually like this one just came out really nice. Now I will say the leaf veins could have been thinner, but overall I thought it was pretty solid. Uh, next up is this one. Other than this little dot that somehow made it through, I feel like this one. I have no idea what that was, but yeah, yeah, this one's almost perfect. I do like to consider this one as a little foreshadowing of something you'll see very soon. So yeah, I like this ladybug pattern. I feel like the black contrasts really well with the red in this. And yeah, this is my sixth one. I use so much glaze on this, and I don't know. I wish you could be here to feel the texture because it is like so smooth, and it's also like really cool how like bumpy it is between like each color. And this is just supposed to be rainbow. And yeah, turned out really nice. So yeah, let's move on to my next one. A little foreshadowing. Okay, so the project after the test tiles, which was I just showed you, was make a bug. I made a ladybug. I know what you're thinking. Honestly, okay, if you have this picture, okay, well, no, okay, this ladybug without the glaze just looks off. If it wasn't for this glaze, you would have no idea what it is without me telling you. So, hardcore carried by the ladybug. Also, I feel like it looks nice. Okay, I will say, I do wish I don't know. I think it's like the red didn't turn out as red, and like all the colors are like somewhat muted, mainly because I put like shiny glaze on it, and like rather than like I was hoping it'd be clear, but it kind of like dimmed down, like toned down the colors, so like they're not as bright. But I still like it. It's a cool thing. So yeah, let's move on to. I have two things left, so let's get to them. Okay, so my second to last one is a butter tray. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I do have butter in here right now, and yeah, yeah. I think it's pretty solid. Uh, yeah. I mean, This is definitely the one I put the most effort into by far. I did a lot of designing in this one. I feel like it came out pretty nice. I mean, I did put underglaze on it because it was either like uncooked red or just plain uncooked glaze, which like would have made it look like this kind of, not really nice. But yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like this one was pretty solid. Yeah, let's get to my final one. So I saved the best for last, which actually, I haven't even opened this bag up. I brought this home on a bike ride and I haven't seen it then, so I'm just going to like lower the camera and I'm gonna like, okay, so I'm gonna like have the mask kind of off for a little bit, mainly because I'm gonna be working with like a knife and scissors maybe for like this unboxing. So let's just like see how this goes, and I don't want to hurt myself, so also be careful with knives. Well, actually, wait, let me get a thumbnail shot real quick. Okay, I'm thinking the thumbnail title is gonna be "What is this?" Okay, let's get back to the unboxing. Okay, mask off. Yeah, I just don't want to hurt myself, so yeah. So I started riding my bike home from school towards the end of the school year, so I had to make sure this was real safe. Also, I packed this up by like putting a bunch of paper towel in here. I put so much paper towel. I definitely killed a couple. Like, I probably put in like a total of like one or two small trees up and in here. So yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I need to put that bag. Also, look at how much tape I put on here. Look at all this. This is crazy. This is so much paper towel. I'm gonna put this on my table back here for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, genuinely, this is like almost like 50% tape and 50% like paper towel. So I'm really excited to see how this has been because I've had like this wrapped up since I brought it home, and I was just like saving it for this video. So yeah, this is. I mean, I knew what it looked like before, so yeah, it's time. Oh, wow. Okay. More paper towel. I do feel really a touch bad. Really still want paper towel, but then again, my school's paper towel is funded by taxpayer money, so okay. I think I've gotten to the point where I don't need the knife. Also, I hope this knife doesn't get this video taken down. Should have used the scissors. So I'm gonna put the mask back on for the rest of the video. So hopefully I can stay safe. Also, I wonder if my audio changed a lot with the mask. Paper towel. Honestly, I might have to copy some stuff. I haven't even gotten to like. I haven't actually gotten to it yet. I still feel only paper towel. Wow, I really. Is this piece somehow broke, even with all this paper towel, I'm going to tweak out. So, let's see. I think we're finally there. Yeah, okay, I can finally feel the textures. Oh yeah, actually, wait, okay, I can kind of see something. Yeah, I built Thor's hammer, and honestly, I think this is one of my favorites. No, I do have some critiques. I do wish, like, I don't know, I do wish, okay, I think the, like, dripping aspect of the, clay, of, like, okay, I think the dripping aspect was cool. I forgot it was like with the glaze. Also, one of my favorite aspects. Put a pencil. Oh no. Okay, well you can kind of put a pencil in there, but yay, I have Thor's hammer, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I went for like the look after Hela breaks it and Thor Ragnarok. So yeah, this is it. This is my final piece. And in terms of like which one is my favorite, probably the Marvel Still Life, because that one I do look forward to looking. Also, I mean, I will say I do have soft spots for these two because they are actually useful. Which honestly, I might be more. I don't know. I don't know if I said ceramics was my preferred art class, but yeah, I think I personally like it because it's like, yeah, you do get a little filthy, but it is easier to clean. However, like you can make actually useful stuff. So yeah, that's why I like. But yeah, let's just But feel free to tell me your thoughts on like which was the coolest piece of mine. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot more different than normally, so like most of my stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, I'm starting to somewhat experiment. This is my final like end of school year video, so it is kind of nice. It does feel good to like finally like move on for my junior year. So that is nice. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to my senior year. Feel free to tell me what's your favorite art piece of mine down in the comment section, and I will see you all later. Bye. Okay, actually, being serious, look at how much paper towel that is. That is unbelievable. But yeah, I'll see you later for you this time. Bye.